Monday, we didn't do a video last week. Should we briefly talk about what did we miss last week? I played in 100 holes of golf marathon for Informed Choices Women's Center.
And absolutely you did. Second year in a row. You're a glutton for punishment, and it couldn't be for a better cause.
The Youth Leadership Academy had their opening day, their orientation day.
They did.
All day on Wednesday, and there are 15
outstanding young people
from our local schools, juniors in high school. Yeah. They're going to be a good group.
Our leadership presented by Kinetic by Windstream. And, this week all the weeks are busy, it seems. Yeah. This week, we've got our September board meeting tomorrow on the 21st. Some major things going on with the board as we look forward to the planning process for our program of work and budget and maybe some realignment of chamber mission pieces to be addressed tomorrow. So we look forward to that. We're meeting at the, thanks to North Arkansas College, we'll meet up in the JPH Center where we can socially distance. And then, boy, this has been long in coming, but it's so exciting to finally get to the point that we're going to be doing a component of our Community Catalyst grant, which we received in March of last year from the University of Central Arkansas and Entergy. We're one of 5 communities that were designated to receive this Community Catalyst, which is to look at, develop, and execute a number of community projects that helps take the community to the next level. And strategic doing is the process we use. We've got probably about 40 folks coming together tomorrow on Wednesday to spend the day, again, up at the JPH Center. And we're going to learn the strategic doing process, make some team assignments, identify some specific small pieces to tackle right off the bat. So again, all part of our Community Catalyst effort from a year ago.
Yep. And I think you mentioned that the leadership class is going through that with them. That's part of their project day. They'll be there all day on Wednesday. Big part of everything that we're trying to do here is that leadership class. So they're getting totally plugged in.
They are. Yeah.
And then Thursday, we've got our first ever Women in Business event at the Poorhouse starting at 2 p.m. From 2 to 3, come and meet some other women in business. Doesn't have to be women owned. You don't have to be the owner of the business, but if you're a woman and you're in business and you want to connect with some others and kind of share, network, all of that sort of thing, this is the first event that they're going to do together. Amy Deere here at the Chamber has been spearheading that, and we are excited to see some of the fruits of that labor.
Yeah, we are. And, a small group have worked behind the scenes here for a couple of months now to begin to build this program, and to see that happen this Thursday is going to be great.
Yeah. We talked women in business, and we've had the young professional had their kickoff event. Here's Women in Business, and hopefully we can roll out some more programming for them too. I think it's
all about for our chamber to be of value to the community and aid in its prosperity and growth. And it's clear, at least to us, that we're having fun doing that. So take advantage of these opportunities that are coming up.
Yep. And this week we've got 4 interviews in the pipeline that are coming. This week, though, is Carrie Richter talking about the Harvest Homecoming coming up in early October. Talking about what it's going to look like this year. And, I don't even think I need to say anything else. We'll
just do it. Get in and let Carrie tell it. She does it so well.
Yep. There we go. Hey, Carrie, thanks for joining us today on This Week at the Chamber. Here to talk about Harvest Homecoming 2021. Tell us, what should we know? What's different this year? You're kind of the point person. You've been coordinating all the different pieces. Tell us about it. What's going on?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on this morning. Always exciting to talk about community events. So Harvest Homecoming this year has been a little bit of a transition. So I know that word COVID is not something everybody likes to use, but it's something that kind of prevented the event from happening over the last year and a half. And so we're kind of just getting back into the swing of things. We're super excited. A few things that you're going to find a little different about this year is that our focus is primarily on young entrepreneurs, small businesses, and those that are considered like artisan or handcrafters, or those that are makers of their own product. So that is our primary focus with the vendors for our event this year.
So October 2nd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Downtown Harrison, primarily on the square. Is it gonna? It's gonna kind of reach outside of that a little bit, though, right?
Yeah. So the event will be set up on the downtown square. We're going to have one-way driving around the square. So for any of you that are planning on driving into the event, the easiest way to enter the event will be on the north side, coming off of Main Street, and then just making a right onto Rush. We're going to also have event parking at the junior high parking lot, and we'll have some ways of transporting people from the junior high parking lot over to the event.
Like, hey, maybe they've been here for 10 or 15 years. They lived there here most of their life, but they're still discovering new businesses. And especially you're talking about young entrepreneurs who are just getting started and trying new things. This is a wonderful opportunity to kind of introduce yourself to them. So
the basic questions we've been getting through our social media page have to do with vendors and wanting to register. So the first question that I get is, how do I register for Harvest Homecoming as a vendor? First and foremost, you can find us on Facebook. We have, for the first 5 postings on our Facebook page, vendor registration form. Just click on the link. You don't have to call me to ask where the link is at. It's on our Facebook page. There's about 780 questions that are answered on that particular registration form. So that's a very simple way to answer 99.9% of your questions. We are taking other safety precautions at our event. We're going to try to make sure that we accommodate 12-foot wide walkways. We're going to try to accommodate at least 10 feet between each vendor booth space. So everybody has their own personal space. That 3-foot rule, everybody needs that personal space area. So we're going to try to make sure we have all of those in place. So there are a lot of questions that we get asked that I kind of somehow sometimes overlook the answer to them, but those are some basic ones. And then you can always reach out to me on my cell phone if you can't find the answers to your questions on our registration form, or if you are attending the event and you have a question about the event, then we're happy to help you answer those questions. Good resources, Chamber of Commerce website. So if you're visiting the area and you're not sure where to stay or restaurants to visit, also the CVB or Explore Harrison page. Those are also really good resources. So if people want to find more information about our town and the surrounding area, then those are also really good resources as well. So
99% of the questions will be on the website via the registration form, right? And anything else will probably be satisfied by signage on the day of the event. If you get there and you have to use the restroom, or you get there and you don't know where to park, or all of that, you'll know when you get there. There'll be signage, and there'll be all sorts of stuff on your Facebook page of updates and giving you some sneak peeks, I'm sure, and all the fun stuff that y'all normally do for the farmers market. I know that you're going to have some creative twists on this one too. So yeah, and it helps that it's outdoors, right? So that's part of it. So we're outdoors. It's going to be the fall. It's beautiful weather, or it should be. Fingers crossed. So come and join us October 2nd, downtown Harrison, Harvest Homecoming 2021. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Carrie, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Really cool. We'll see you on October 2nd.
Sounds great. Thank you.